All right, welcome back, family. It's Melanin on the mic, season 2, and I am so excited because I have a very special guest here with me today. And
Is he that special?
yeah, why would you
Is he? I mean, all right.
why would you Okay, anyways, getting into his bio. He hails from Paterson, New York, New Jersey,
Yeah.
sorry. But he's representing Jacksonville now. You might have seen him in Soul Hood Saga, Grime Street, The Policy, and now he's stepping into a new role that we will get into a little later. But ladies and gentlemen, Broadway Louie.
Hey.
Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
No problem, no problem. So, before we get into you, who you are as a person, an artist, and your music, I want to do this first segment. It's called Culture Check.
Oh snap! Can we curse on here? I
Yeah.
won't curse if I can't.
This is a safe space. Be
Oh,
you.
okay, that's a bet.
Be you. Yeah. So Culture Check is pretty much a segment where we talk about things that is trending in the media.
Okay.
And what's going on in our culture,
I like
pretty
that.
much. So being that you do music, cliche of
music.
you are music,
Yeah.
and we're gonna get into that too. Cliche of me, I did the VMAs just passed.
They did.
Did you get a chance to watch them?
Nope.
Me either, but I did want to get into Doja Cat.
I like Doja.
Oh, do you?
I love Doja actually.
Why
Ever since Moo.
her trolling days?
I didn't even know that was a troll. So like when I first seen Doja, she popped up on Facebook, I think it was somehow, and like she was in a little cow outfit, and like I
Yeah.
was listening to the song. First I was like, dang, she look kind of good.
very accurate. Very
and then
accurate.
like I was like, is she black or is what's going on here? And then I realized she was black, and then like I got like addicted to the song. Like I really did like the song. Like I was like, she looked good and all that, but like to me, a lot of women artists look good. Like everybody look good for real, but like I want to hear your music. And even though it wasn't like something that you would normally hear, I was like, this John tough. And you can hear the music, like you can hear that she's good at music and writing, even in that song. So yeah, and then when I found out she could rap for real, like
Right.
that's why I like Doja. Like Doja is like unlike the others. Like she can rap for real. She can rap, and she often raps about real stuff. So yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna say her performance. Me being a performer, I like to look into people's performances and their live performances. And you have a live performance coming up soon too, right?
Yeah, I got a community event for the Ritz's, the historic Ritz Museum 26th anniversary.
Okay, we're gonna definitely plug that
And
in
then I got
later.
Porch Fest in November.
November. Yeah, okay, that's
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah, that's like the big one.
The bigger one. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get into those two a little later. But her recent performance, you could tell that she did like a tribute to 80s music.
Okay.
80s music. And I think
80s rap, 80s pop,
80s rap and pop, because
Okay.
she gave a little bit Janet, she gave a little bit
Okay.
of Paula. You can tell that she drew from a lot of female inspiration. So my question now, aside from Doja and obviously Beyonce, do you think we have female inspiration that will be drawn from 20 years from now?
Yeah, I mean, because Beyonce is still relevant. I mean, Beyonce is still the standard. And then you got other artists like Cardi. You got artists like Meg. You got artists like Riri. You got artists like Doechii. And Doechii is like the new. She's the new. I think she's gonna influence artists and women and generations to come just because of her artistry and how she unapologetic with her voice. So I think Doechii has a high chance of becoming that for the future. Yeah, that's who I look at as the next superstar. I think that there's not.
I could
a lot,
agree.
I think that there's not a lot that you can choose from or see in that light, but I think she has. I think she has it. And then like the thing about our music and the black community is that people like to out-age people, but it's like none of those people that we named are going anywhere for years. Kendrick, J. Cole, Drake, all these artists aren't going anywhere no time soon. Like, even if they go away in 10 years, they're still here. Like, hip hop and our music is so young that, you know what I mean? It's still like so much time for it to grow. Like our oldest rappers are still young old heads. You know what I mean? Like LL Cool J is the first big rap superstar, right?
Right.
Clothing, fashion, acting, all of that. Look at LL Cool J now. Still dropping albums,
Still prominent.
still acting, still
Yes.
still a name that you have to mention, and people have learned from him. There's no Drake without LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? There's no there. I mean, we had Tupac, you had all these guys that were multi-talented, but LL Cool J, you know what I mean, was the standard. So if you look at how young LL Cool J still is now, you know what I mean, we got a long way to go before people lose impact.
Okay. So my next question for you, and this kind of merges into our next segment, the artist behind the art. You describe your art as a lifeline sometimes in your music, your rap. Earlier, before we even started filming, you said, I am music.
Correct.
When did you know that you were music, and it was like more than just a hobby for you?
Like when I was young, like super young, I got introduced to Busta Rhymes, LL Cool J, and then my mother only listened to like certain raps. So she listened to Tupac because it's his Dear Mama song. She listened to Salt and Pepper because women empowerment. She listened to Queen Latifah because of women empowerment. And those were kind of the artists that I was allowed to listen to until like the Box, BET, MTV started showing music videos, and then like DMX, Busta Rhymes, all these guys kind of like they oh my God, like when I heard Wu-Tang and I saw like the Symphony video for the first time, and like just seeing like how like you couldn't even, I know kids these days take music and rap for granted, but like, and I understand, you know what I mean, they take everything for granted. But like back then, rap wasn't accepted the way it is now. Now everybody is rap. Rap influences every way of life nowadays, right? But back then, rap was kind of like, it's kind of like how giving head or getting head was talked about. Like women didn't used to talk about giving head. Like that was that wasn't a cool thing. Niggas didn't used to talk about giving. It wasn't to talk about, period. Like girls, if you asked a girl to give you head back then, and I was young, but I'm saying based off of what, like, you know what I'm saying? Like what you thought or you was taught, like it was nasty. You know what I'm saying? So like over time, rap became more acceptable and people became cool with it. But like at one point it wasn't that. So like I remember Hot 97, shout out to Fun Master Flex and them, in Jersey they used to have this Easter egg hunt, right? And it was always dope because rappers would come, the Hot 97 would come out there, and it's funny that radio is right there, right? Because I got like second place or third place in the Easter egg hunt, and the prize was a boombox. It was a radio, right? And my mother, because it was mine, she couldn't take it from me. So like day and night, I don't care what time of the day it was, what time of the night it was, if you turn my radio off while I was asleep, I would wake up and turn it back on. I listened to nothing but rap. And then I went to high school and Ludacris came out. And when I saw What's Your Fantasy video and saw how fast he was rapping, like, yeah, you know, everybody talked about how freaky it was, but I was more so amazed at like how Ludacris was rapping that fast with punchlines and like, and delivering like so much characteristic with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was crazy like to see Ludacris videos, and that was the first song I wrote word for word after listening to it. And that's when I started reading the lyric books, and that's when I kind of like, I think that's when I really fell in love with rap and music as a whole. Like, I would read the booklets, I would read the lyrics, I would read who produced, I would read who engineered. I loved everything about it. Then I would be on the chat sites. Then I would start battling online. Like, people ask me all the time, like, why I'm such a big Joe Budden fan. When Joe Budden had his website and before everybody started streaming and stuff, Joe Budden was one of the few rappers that had his own platform to connect his fans to other fans and him. So like, you know, I kind of learned how to battle rap through there. Then school happened, and then just went from there.
So you got into it. So you were into battle rapping?
Well, I was into poetry. Like I wrote poetry growing up because we was broke. I ain't had no money, and you know I ain't had nothing to get no girls. So I would go pick some flowers. I would write a poem, and I would draw a cartoon or something because like I could draw.
Oh, that's
so,
actually
like,
pretty sweet.
Yeah, so like poetry was my thing. I love words. I love winning spelling bees. I love reading the dictionary. I just was always a word guy. Like words was my thing. So then like when I went into high school, battle rap became a thing. Like Cassidy, Freeway, Reed Dollars, Murder Mook, T-Rex, all these guys, Hitman Holla, all these guys became like, you could see them rapping and this and that and third. And like, I kind of started to do that myself in school. So I battle rap other guys in school, smoke them, and like, but I never thought about being a rapper. Like, it was just literally just fun. I was a ball player. Like, all I cared about was basketball. And I was smart. So like, rapping was never a real thing. Until it was time for me to get out of the military. And people kind of just kept suggesting it, like, yo, you should be a rapper, you should be a rapper, you should be a rapper. And I'm like, all right, cool. My homegirl at the time, she was really good friends with the guys that made It Ain't Tricking If You Got It, Tricking If You Got It. So they, like, she used to date one of them or something like that. So she sent to one of them my freestyles, and she asked them to like give their opinion on whether or not they think I should pursue music.
Right.
And they just told her like, yeah, he cold, like, you know, he fire, like blase blase, he should keep rapping. So like that kind of helped. And then I had a cameraman. I didn't have a cameraman. I was in the Navy with a guy, and he was the cameraman for Doe B. Rest in peace to Doe B. That used to be signed to T.I. He was the cameraman for Doe B, and he was around rappers like T.I. and Doe B all the time, and he would be like, yeah, bro, you got the persona, like, you got the energy to be that. So when I got out, I went to film school, learned how to shoot music videos, and went from there.
Oh, okay, so you actually have put a lot into your craft. That's really interesting to hear. So Patterson shaped you, but now you're creating from Jacksonville. What do you carry with you from Jersey, and how do you, or what has Jacksonville given you creativity wise?
What did I bring with me from Jersey? I mean, I was just different. Like, it's just like the hustle, like how fast I think, like how fast I move, how I approach things. Like, I don't know, like I can't speak for others, but like I just think that like I grew up where I don't know, it's crazy because like everywhere has a hood, right? But like Patterson, New Jersey is something different. Like we only have one famous person from Patterson, New Jersey ever, and it's Fetty Wap.
Really?
Like that's the only famous person we have from Patterson, New Jersey is Fetty Wap. Think about
I did not know that.
Think about how long,
I did not
how
know
much
that.
time passed before Fetty Wap became a thing.
Right.
And look where Fetty Wap is now. You know what I'm saying? Like Patterson, New Jersey. Oh yeah, Lean on Me. Lean on Me is Patterson, New Jersey. That's my high school.
Okay,
Eastside
I
High
love
School.
that movie.
Yeah, so and that was a real thing. It was still going on when I was going to school, and that's where my mother moved me to North Carolina. So even though I got a lot of Jersey in me, I got as much North Carolina as I got Jersey in me because I grew up in the South too. Like I picked tobacco. I'm just different. Like I grew up on survival. Like I got lost in Jersey, and my mother didn't know, and I was walking back and forth across the city for like 3 or 4 days. And I survived by the bus driver, this little girl that stayed on the first floor of the projects, and her grandma was fussing her out because she kept giving me money, and her grandma didn't know why. But my mother and my uncle just feel like, because I'm like a charmer, so the girl kept feeding me and giving me bread and shit, and like I had to walk back and forth every day until my mother got back.
Wow.
Got back, the cops was there, and they thought I ran away. Like, yeah, they thought I ran away. My mom was mad as shit. That shit was crazy.
Wow. So I think next I want to dig into growth a little bit.
Yeah, that's a big album.
It was very vulnerable.
Yeah,
it was
much so.
very raw. It was very emotional. You had songs like Hey Dad. Hey Dad is a part of that project, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you walk us through like even writing, sitting down, coming to the lyrics for Hey Dad? Like,
yeah, growth was hard. Growth was tough because like growth, I almost gave up on music and entertainment as a whole after my sister passed. Like I didn't give a fuck about none of this shit no more. And the year after my sister passed, my best friend drowned with his son.
wow.
And these were people that like saw me from the beginning. Like, my best friend was at my shows from the beginning. Like, when I had nobody at my shows, he was there. So, like, I was broken. I lost my mind, and I went through suicide attempts, and I had to go to, like, massive therapy, and it was like I had to basically rebuild myself, and like probably like a year after that, I finally started to like wanted to write music again. Like, I could see myself doing music again, and people kept asking me like, "Yo, why you not doing music no more?" And I was just like, "Bro, I don't feel it." And Chameleon would hit me up all the time, like all the time, like, "Yo, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro?" And I'm like, "What are you like? I'm hurt, like blase blase." And she be like, "Bro, like I get it, you know what I'm saying? But like, you got so much to get this world, like you need to get it together, like for real, like you got too much talent to just." And she would like, and I'm looking at her do everything that she did, and we got similar stories. So I kind of just like started to get out of it, you know what I'm saying? And then I broke up with the girl I was dating, and I never forget Camille said, "I'm so happy you did that." I feel like she probably don't want me to say that, but like that shit was so funny, but it made so much sense. And I got back to making music, and that's where I started to create Growth. So Growth was like 4 years in the making, but I didn't really know, you know what I'm saying? I just was going through the experiences, and Hey Dad was a direct response to the last conversation I had with my father. I've only had 2 conversations with my father in my life. I met him for the first time at 25, and then I didn't talk to him again until I went through that breakdown. And during the breakdown, I had no answers for myself. So like a kid with no dad, you recently got in contact with your dad, and he tells you he's been through certain things. In my brain, I'm like, I don't have nobody else to call. I don't know who else to call. Let me call him. And I called him, and it was when I was like at my lowest, and I was trying to hurt myself. And I never forget, he was like, "You weak," and said some other bullshit. And I like snapped. Like I snapped. I was like, "Nigga, like you ain't done no work. You ain't earned the right to be no hard dad, nigga. Like you don't even know me for real. Like and it snapped in my head like, yo, I could never be you. Like, I could never be you, right? So I sent him a long message and then blocked him, because I was like, you got me fucked up. It's crazy though, because like that moment also like snapped in my head that like, oh shit, let me get my shit together, because he got me fucked up if he think I'm gonna be anything like him. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like, so like he also helped. So Hey Dad was essentially like months after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I was like, you know, I know we went through some things and had some conversations. You would think it was like a longer relationship than what it was, but it's more so like, yo, like, listen, this is what happened while you were gone. Like, when you decide to leave my mother and leave me to like be raised alone in the streets, like I was robbing from stores. I was stealing from people. I was looked at as this, and I was fighting, and I was doing this and that and third. I was breaking into people's cars. I was going into people's houses. Like, you are part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you were around, that might have not been the same. Me and my mother might have not turned the way we turned out if you might have been around. So it's like, hey Dad, like I just want to let you know this is my letter to you. This is where I stand right now. And I hope you hear this one day and understand that I don't hate you, but this is what I feel.
So sticking with growth and sticking with all the emotions that you just listed while going through writing that, talking about your dad, how did you decide what part of you to give away first in that project?
Wait, say that last part again?
How did you decide what part of you to give away first in that project?
I didn't. I just was recording. I literally just was recording. So Bluff God is he produced the whole Growth album. And Bluff sent me he sent me 6 months of beats. And he sent it to like me, Mizzy Raw, and he sent it to like a couple of other artists. And like the ironic thing is that like all of us picked different beats. And when I went through the folders, January, February, March, October, all those months, when I went through them, I seen that I found beats and I wrote songs to them. But over time, when I finally sat down, I was like, oh, I could put out an album. I sat there and looked at all the songs that like kind of fit a theme that like of growth that I was trying to You know what I mean? Like, I didn't plan on it being growth. It kind of just, when I sat down and listened to the music, it wasn't just growth like mentally and like emotionally. I was also growing musically. So like when you listen to growth, you also hear how I go from being a lyrical rapper to let me learn how to like write songs that may have a little bit more of a bop. Yeah, I still have a message, but let me do what they do on these trap beats in my own way, or these bouncy beats in my own way. And that's kind of where it's also like, it's not just growth in my life where I went through healing and I went through trauma and pain and I finally realized I could let it out. But it's also like musically, I finally felt like I could trust myself and create music that maybe other people might have not thought they would hear from me.
So speaking of which, earlier outside, I said that pretty much I took all of your music and just put it in a big old playlist just to see who I was getting ready to interview and who I was getting ready to learn and talk to. And I also made the comment that listening to some of your music, it gave as if I was sitting down listening to the Joker as if he was a rapper.
Yeah, that's crazy still.
Yeah, no, I think it's very valid though.
You gotta break that down though, because the Joker's a very complex individual. So I get the complexity, but he's also like the Joker. So you gotta break that down on how you would compare me, because it's almost like I'm a psycho that could rap.
Okay, so you have been through a lot as we just unpacked, right? You have said things like not caring about being the bully. Yes. You have also made it very known that you can be an asshole and don't give a fuck about being an asshole. So that's what,
I don't know. That's a stretch.
That's a stretch?
I do care about being an asshole.
Okay.
Like, I give a fuck about what people think, but actually, a lot of people that know me will tell you I care too much about what people think.
I can see that.
You know what I mean? So it's like, nah, like I'm an asshole because I'm from Jersey. Like, that's just our persona and how we grow up. Like, you have to talk or act a certain way to survive where I'm from. So it's like, I don't mean no harm to nobody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Mav has known me for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been talking the same way. Toya known me for years. Like, I just talk like the way I talk. I don't mean no harm to nobody. Like, actually, I say a lot of stuff with a lot of heart. However, it's still gonna come off a certain way to you because you're not maybe used to people telling you shit unbiasedly. Like, you might not be used to people telling you their real feelings.
Yeah.
And me, I don't like not telling you my real feelings because that burns me up inside. So either I tell you the truth or I just go the opposite way.
Right.
That ain't very Joker-like.
Okay.
I'm a good guy. I don't know where you got the Joker from.
You don't know where I got the Joker from?
Nah, that's the wrong comparison.
That's the wrong comparison?
Yeah, nah.
My bad. I'm
nah,
sorry.
I'm more like
I'm about to say, who would you give yourself then?
Who would I give myself?
Yeah.
I would give myself like Miles Morales. Because Spider-Man saves everybody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the neighborhood Spider-Man. He cares about everybody close to him. His family means the most to him. He's
Spider-Man
loyal.
also went rogue as well, though.
But that's what I mean, though. He does what's necessary in order to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's Spider-Man. He has his personality. However, he's also one of the strongest. He's also one of the strongest heroes in the Marvel universe. And who have we seen go through more pain than Spider-Man on screen than any other superhero? We only seen Batman go through one trauma. Well, two. He lost his parents, and then when Joker killed Nightwing, right?
Yeah.
When Joker killed Nightwing. But Spider-Man, Mary Jane, Uncle Ben.
I'm about to say Uncle Ben.
It like
Auntie.
It keeps going on in different universes. He lose more and more people. Gwen Stacy, like Spidey, like come on now. We seen him lose Gwen Stacy in the same way we lost him lose Mary Jane. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so yeah,
true.
I would go with the cliche comparison of Black Panther, but I feel like that's the comparison everybody would make. Okay. Also Luke Cage, because I'm a nigga.
Okay, I can't argue with you on that one. All right.
And Luke Cage got, I mean, not the Marvel Luke Cage in the MCU. They got him kind of lame with like the cheap catchphrases. But like the Luke Cage from the comic books, or Mr. Terrific. I be Mr. Terrific. I'm rocking with Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific.
He got fashion. He's smart as hell. He got a smart ass mouth. I'm going Mr. Terrific.
Okay, I ask everybody this question when they come on the show: Marvel or DC?
Marvel, what the fuck?
Top 5 Marvel movies.
What the fuck?
Top 5 Marvel movies.
Should watch the pod.
Top 5 Marvel movies.
Top 5 Marvel movies. We're gonna go with Black Panther, obviously.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hold you. We gotta go with Endgame. Endgame has got to be in there. No Way Home is a. No Way Home is a. Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Okay.
The emotions that I had, bro. I was so sad learning about Rocket's story, bro, and like them finally like giving us all, like, you know what I'm saying? That was an emotional movie, bro. Like that really made me sad. I gotta go with the first Spideyverse, cause like that changed everything. I mean, don't get me wrong, the last one is fire too. I mean, would it be as good without Marvel? I'm just saying it is Sony, but would it be as good without Marvel?
I'm saying.
Okay, all right. If we're being technical, you're right. All right, if we're being technical, what is that? All right, so I got Endgame.
Yeah, I'm about to say you.
I got No Way
Endgame.
Home.
Mm-hmm.
I got Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Guardians 3.
Last but not least, Civil War, man. Civil War. I gotta go Civil War. And honestly, bro, if you want to be real, I really like Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four.
I'm about to say Fantastic
It's
Four was not
recent,
bad,
so like
though.
I can't necessarily put it. I don't want to give it the other, but Fantastic Four was like the most grounded Marvel film I've seen since maybe ever. It felt so human. Like even though obviously they're going against Galactus and it's a Fantastic Four, it felt like very human. Like that scene where Sue Storm is like talking to the people and like she said, I won't sacrifice my son for the world, but I won't sacrifice the world for my son.
Son, yes.
Like, that's one of the top Marvel speeches ever. Like, ever, bro. Like, ever. That shit was something different because you really had to look at it from the people in the crowd perspective and the Fantastic Four. Reed was even right, low-key, like, yo, we might have to put this nigga on the thing to save the world. Like, it's not wrong that he was thinking about it, but it's also, nigga, that's your kid. Like, that is some human, because think about it, some shit like that really happened.
Right.
And Galactus really came to Earth right now and was like, hey, yo, Toya, you gotta give up baby girl. And we, all your people, got kids as well. So we gonna be like, Toya, we love you. But it's a real discussion. It ain't as easy as saying, like, nah. Would it be easy? I don't know. Like, what? Like, what? That's what I'm saying. Fantastic Four is the fifth one.
It's also kind of like a crazy flip of a reference to getting the Soul Stone too.
Yeah.
Because Hawkeye and
Black Widow. They fought.
But Thanos, he didn't want to do it, but he was like, you got to fucking go. I need this.
Yeah, man. So Fantastic Four, I'm throwing in there at number 5 because it's like a real.
Okay.
And I can't wait to see where it goes next. Cause like seeing Doom at the end, and you don't know which Doom that is. Like we don't even know which universe that is. Cause they mentioned, they mentioned his city or whatever the case it is, but like we ain't see him the whole movie. So yeah, Fantastic Four. I'm a Marvel, as you can see, I'm Marvel.
Okay, I'm about to say, and I love
DC good. Let me say this though. I'm gonna just say this about DC.
Okay, because I was gonna ask
DC
something about
animated
DC.
work on HBO is top notch. Like DC animated work, and James Gunn with Peacemaker and what he's doing now, like Superman was exactly what it was, actually more than I expected. Because we saw characters now that we've never seen on screen before. Mr. Terrific, Metamorpho, Crypto is that's automatic win. You got Baby Groot, you got all these little characters that people. Crypto is a win. Anytime you got a dog on screen that's cute and can have win. You know what I'm saying? So I like what DC is doing. I don't understand the whole Batman thing. However, Robert Pattinson as Batman is the best Batman we've seen since Christian Bale. Well, we've seen Batflick. I ain't like Batflick like that. Robert Pattinson is definitely a better Batman than Batflick.
Okay.
So DC is not that bad. They're getting better. The previous shit, get rid of all that shit though.
Hold on, I was gonna say, I feel like series-wise, DC has some good storylines.
Yeah, Green Arrow, the Flash, what's the
I'm about to say, I love
Black
Supergirl
Lightning?
personally.
I actually didn't watch Supergirl. I might need to go back and revisit that.
Supergirl was actually the shit.
Yeah.
Asking me, but
Yeah, no, Green Arrow really had me
Green
tapped
Arrow
in.
was. I mean, that was the first one in
And,
the series to come out, right? Out
What's
of
the
all of them, right?
what's the show? Was it Gotham? Was Gotham the show?
Gotham?
The one where it was about Alfred, not Alfred, but Commissioner Gordon, the young Gordon. I don't know if it was named Gotham, but it was fire. I think it was Gotham.
Is it?
I think it was Gotham.
I'm about to say, hold on, Matt, finna tell us.
Yeah, it was Gotham. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a really good show.
I think I probably skipped over
It was based
Gotham.
around like a young Commissioner Gordon.
Okay, I think I do have to revisit that one.
Yeah, no, that was a good show. That was a good show.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. All right. Going back to the music.
Okay.
Actually, no. I had something else to go into real quick since we were talking about universes and all that other good stuff. So
Okay.
The spacecraft that is supposed to be hitting us.
It's a new spacecraft supposed to be hitting us?
The one that they projected to hit us in what, November? What was the name of it? Atlas 3, or what is the name of it?
I mean, we be having shit hit us all the time.
Now, I want to hear your opinion on that because, looking at your page, you're a very opinionated person about a lot of, broad, different topics.
Broadway. It's the Broadway.
Yeah, and I do definitely want to get into the name too. But first, what is your opinion on this craft that is supposed to be approaching Earth?
I feel like they only telling us that because they're trying to distract us from what we really want to know, which is the Epstein files and everything else. I mean, I'm more concerned with the fact that they finally admitted that they tried to blow down a UFO and the UFO just ate that shit up and just kept going. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
So the
know
Pentagon recently and the Congress recently had oversight committee and all of that. They was in talking about it. They had an actual video that they showed. They shot Hellfire missiles at a fucking UFO, and the UFO
Hellfire missiles is crazy, and they still ate it up.
They ate that shit up and just kept going. Like literally just ate it up and kept going. I don't understand what people like. I don't know why we see the movies and we see what happens in the movies and we still say, hey, let's go try that shit in real life anyway. Like, what in the hell makes us think, if motherfuckers, let me say this right quick, because I love talking about aliens and shit, right? Hear me out, right? If a motherfucker, right, was able to make it here, right? From another universe, another galaxy, whatever the fuck, light years away, blase, blase, but we ain't been able to make it anywhere light years away.
Like,
what the fuck make you think we could do anything with them?
On the other side
Why
of the
would we
black
think that
hole?
we smarter than them and we can do anything to them? Like, these niggas made it over here light years away. They already, and then this other thing that because I had a conversation with somebody recently and they told me I was tripping about the idea of other life. And I'm like, nigga, we're on a planet.
Right.
Like, we exist. That is your proof right there that there is other life existence. Like, we exist. Why the fuck would we be the only things that exist in the entire universe?
It was trying to build a ship to ship us to other life.
Let me say something. My theory is that we was all brung here on a spaceship like Noah's Ark. We are the doubles that they put on Noah's Ark. That's what we are. The octopuses, we all got brung from different planets and shit and put on this motherfucker as an experiment, and it turned out so beautiful. That's my crazy theory.
All right. Shifting and back into you.
To music, right?
Yes.
Okay.
To music. Broadway Louie. Love the name. How do we get Broadway?
I was born on Broadway Ave. Born and raised on Broadway Ave. My house burned down, and from that moment, me and my mother, we moved all over New Jersey, all over Patterson, and I always use that name as like, my old name I didn't really feel attached to, like Louis Legend.
Okay.
I kind of came up with it because in my research with rappers' names like Rick Ross and others, like I kind of known that the double thing was the double name was a thing in acting and rap. So I was like, like maybe I should have a double name too, like Louis Legend. It could be a cool little logo, but like it didn't feel personable. And I was like, I want something that means something to me. And I just remember growing up on Broadway and like my experiences kind of always tied into like how I approach life. Like I grew up with roaches in my cereal, like on Broadway Ave. Like my house burned down on Broadway Ave. Like my uncle was cooking dope in the kitchen on Broadway Ave. Like I went to school on Broadway Ave. Like, you know what I mean? So like, it's always a reminder of where I come from. And then Louis is my name. I mean, Louis is my name, but I don't go by Louis. So call me Louis or nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, oh yeah, my bad, the flip, because I act. So like I did theater growing up, and then obviously I'm an actor, so it's like Broadway. I'm a star, you know what I'm saying? So I'm also from Broadway. From Broadway.
Do you really want to be on Broadway? Because that is definitely a
for
dream
sure.
of
I
mine.
love theater. Theater was actually the most challenging, I think, art form that I've done because it's like right there. It's live.
Yeah, there's no
like,
do-overs.
You know, there's no do-over. There's no, the crowd is looking at you right there in the
for
moment.
real. It's all in real time.
Yeah.
I love theater. I really miss theater so much right now. I can't wait to get back into it. But
yeah, and all the top actors are all, you know, Samuel L. Jackson, all the actors that I look up to, Denzel Washington, all of
have
them
done
like
Broadway.
all of them talk about Broadway, and they all talk about theater as like their thing. So like they thing is my thing if I want to be like them.
Do you have a favorite musical or piece on Broadway?
Actually, I hate musicals.
Okay, that's fair.
I really hate musicals.
Most
like,
niggas do hate
I
musicals.
hate musicals. Like I hate when a movie turns into a musical. I fucking
So you
hate.
didn't watch, like, The
Speaking
Color
of DC,
Purple?
stupid ass DC turning Joker 2 into a fucking musical after having such a great first movie. Why the fuck would you take a movie like Joker 1 and say, oh,
Yeah.
we gonna take the second one after we made $1 billion and turn it into a fucking musical? Y'all was so stupid about that.
I
What was you
love
saying?
musicals, and I didn't watch it. So I don't have no opinion
I
on
did
it. 'cause
go watch
I
Color
did
Purple.
watch it.
I wouldn't watch
it.
Color Purple. I had to watch Color Purple because it's
Okay.
important for us as a community to support movies whether we want to see them or not.
Okay.
Because in order for us to get those other movies that we want shot, we got to support our movies every single time, whether or not we think we're going to enjoy it or not. We just need to go give it a chance. In Color Purple, honestly, I was scarred from seeing that movie as a kid. I grew up with a single black mom, so I grew up with a certain sensitivity for black women. And that movie, along with Eve's Bayou and all those sad ass fucking movies, Beloved, all those movies just like made me feel sad as a little boy, and I ain't never really liked them after I watched them the first time. But I wanted to give Color Purple a chance, and it was an amazing movie. I just would never watch it again.
Math. 15. All right. So I do want to talk about how, like you said, you do acting and music as well. How has acting inspired you musically?
It gave me more comfortability. I stopped thinking so much about being completely like me in my music. I was so caught up on making sure that all my music is true to me and every single lyric is a fact and this and that and the third, and like more so like now I understand like there's different versions of me when it comes to music. I got Trap Louie. Trap Louie don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'ma say what I want to say. If I want to talk about 3 girls I had a threesome with, I'ma talk about 3 girls I had a threesome with, and nobody's gonna say nothing to me about it.
Okay, so there's Trap Louie. Who are the other personas?
R&B Louie.
R&B Louie.
And then there's Broadway.
Broadway Louie, of course.
There's Big Way.
Big Way. I like that.
There's
Big Way.
Big Way came from the people. That was
people?
like, that's the coolest nickname.
I'm about to say, I really, I
Big
buy
Way.
with that. That's
Big
what,
Way. Shout out to
Yeah.
Sonny. Sonny, the homie. Sonny gave me Big Way.
Okay, that's
she was
4 so
calling me.
far.
And then R&B Louie, Trap Louie, Broadway. And then I think like introspective, like, you know, like everybody knows the Broadway Louie type beat. It's a soul sample, and I'm a rap like very, very well.
Yes.
So lyrical Louie is a thing too. But as a whole, like I'm an artist. Like I don't really have like as a rapper, like I could do anything I want. Like so, you know.
So, you have a film getting ready to come out.
Never Too Late.
Never Too Late.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about the person you are in Never Too Late?
Yeah. So Jay, Jacoby is a businessman, a shrewd businessman about his business. He don't play no games. He has a battle with God due to his upbringing and his experiences. And he meets someone that he used to date in the past, and she causes him to kind of look at life a little bit differently. And you know, I have multiple businesses. I'm a very rich man. I almost have everything that I want to desire, but that woman that I want in my life, and my chase for her leads me to a battle between faith and getting away from previous business partners that I used to work with. because I make so much money for them that they don't want to see me go. So my character, it required me to like build a stillness that I've never had before, a patience to that character, a bit of a mean streak. Like people say I could be an asshole, but like I really don't try that. Like, you know what I mean? But this character, like, it was very specific. Like, you know, I probably got on set, like, I probably got on people's nerves because, like, you know, I wasn't out of character. You know what I mean? Like, I don't got time to speak twice. You know what I'm saying? My character is, he's a boss. He runs his organization to a T. And, you know, everybody around him respects him. So I got to carry myself like that. And there was things I went through in life that forced me to grow mentally that tied directly into that character.
Oh, and that was the next question.
Yeah. And then I also was writing music for the film at the same time.
Okay.
So while I was writing the music for the film, it also helped me tap into that character as well.
So what can we expect the music to sound like that you have written for this film?
Hard hitting.
Hard hitting?
Hard hitting.
Talk your shit or like
yeah,
hard
it's
hitting?
Trap Louie. I think that's Trap Louie. Because I mean, it's really technically it's almost from a perspective of Jay. Like it's not necessarily Louie. It's not Broadway. It's my name on the credits, but because I did it for the film, it's more so my character.
Okay.
Like how A$AP Rocky just did for the movie with Denzel. Rocky does the music in the movie, and it ties into the movie. But he released the song, it's A$AP Rocky, but he's rapping as that character. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
And I like that because I'm not a street rapper. Like I'm not the one that's gonna rap about shooting people or doing none of that goofy shit for real. But I did grow up in it, and I do have certain experiences that I went through myself that definitely can speak to it. But since I'm not that type of rapper, I don't necessarily rap about that on my music. That ain't what I decide to promote.
Right.
But in a soundtrack or a movie, I can tap into that side and give it a realism.
Okay. So the music from the soundtrack, roughly how many pieces did you get to write for this film?
I think I wrote like 3 songs.
3?
I think I wrote 3 songs. I know one of it. One of them. Well, actually, so 1201 Flows is in the movie.
Okay.
1201 Flows.
I like 1201
when 1201 Flows came out, my director like called me on the phone and was like, "Kid, this right here, gotta go in the movie, kid." And he started talking about the scene because it's like a luxurious type of rap to him. And then I wrote 3 specific genres for the film. One is actually called Never Too Late. Like it's named after the film. And you'll hear that in the outro and some other parts of the movie. But essentially that's the I think what's his name? Tony Red. Tony Red is actually doing the soundtrack.
Okay.
So I just submitted stuff to Tony Red, and Tony Red is going to decide. I told Junior to let me do the soundtrack, but he wanted me to focus on my character, which actually worked out perfectly because I really had to tap. This is the first character like I really had like the solo lead on, and my director was like, he wanted to make me the highest paid actor in Jacksonville with this role. And when I looked at that, I was like, well, all right, I gotta act like it. And I have to like really put my foot forward. So I changed like a lot of my ways. I showed up to set like an hour and a half early every day. I was there with the crew and I would be there with the actors rehearsing. It was just like I took it as an opportunity to help lead Jacksonville into a new space with film.
Okay.
Because if you bring a certain professionalism across the board, then everybody's just gonna follow your lead.
What does that new space look like for you?
For me?
What does that new space look like? How do you plan on like giving that to the community?
I mean, I think I do it by action. If anybody that know me, I work. Like I don't got time to sit around and wait for people to tell me what I can do. You know what I'm saying? I made my name by putting in work and putting in leg work, and that's what I continue to do, and I continue to lead in that way. But also I'm super open. So like I do, I speak at churches, I speak at schools, I speak to everybody. If you on set or if you backstage at a show, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna have a conversation with you and give you some game or some advice on how you can move going forward or how you can bring some more value to your brand. Like, as I get older, like that's the whole point of me existing necessarily. Like, to put out all the energy that I encompassed along the way and put it out so others don't gotta go through experiences that I might have, my path went longer because I didn't have people guiding me or have people that I could depend on. So like, that's what we're here for. Like, so you got people like Larry Love, you got Dr. Dom, you got Toya, you got me, you got Reek Jank, you got so many different people. You got Sean Abrams, you got Greg Rogers, you got so many different people in so many different avenues. All we have to do is keep connecting the pieces. So like I introduce people on a day-to-day basis to other people to help them grow there. Whether or not they do something with it, that ain't on me. But as long as I put them in a position or give them the resource to take that next step forward, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So that's kind of how I do it. I show by the actual work, but then I also like, hey, let me have a conversation with you real
Make the
quick.
meaningful connections to go along with it.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm the type where, like, if I see somebody post on social media about how hard it is or what they going through, I send them a voice memo. You might not even know me,
Right.
but I know what it's like to go through that, especially as a creative when you feeling that imposter syndrome. So, like, I just try to put it forward. Like, so much love comes to me because I put so much love out. You just got to keep paying it forward.
So speaking of creatives in the Jacksonville space, we have a lot of stuff that we're trying to build creative wise or trying to build back up, because at one point in time, Jacksonville was known for music and entertainment.
Right.
We had house names like James Brown coming to perform here at the Ritz
Right.
Theater at one point in time.
Right.
The Ritz Theater was like the place to be. So trying to get into is the place to be. Correct.
Yeah.
So trying to keep that up. What does the perfect event, or what event do you think Jacksonville needs like right now?
There's not a certain event that we need right now. We doing the events. What we need is Jacksonville to support the events we have.
Okay.
We need for better promotion to go on. We need for people to understand, like, the only way it can grow is if we actually have the community's help, because it ain't gonna come from nowhere else.
Right.
The community, the city is gonna keep spending the money elsewhere. You know what I mean? To try to bring the attention here if we don't make sure that we show the value. And we've been doing that. So like, you got events like the Pop Out, i.e. the Porch Fest. Like, they didn't let us in the Porch Fest before like that. You know what I'm saying? But now this is my second year back, and I don't know if people pay attention, but I'm like a semi-headliner. I don't even know how the hell that happened. But I know one thing, after hard work, and after last year, I did the survey, and they asked me about my thoughts, and I was honest with them. And I said, hey, I don't like the fact that y'all ain't let us call us like rappers. I don't like the fact that y'all put us out there as R&B singers, blues singers, this and that and third. But I said it very respectfully, because I understood, like, it wasn't necessarily on Porch Fest, it was on the insurance company, because they didn't want to insure rap. But I had to let Porch Fest know, even within that its own, that's fucked up. And I know it's not y'all, but I gotta let you know, we think that's fucked up because rappers work so hard to even make rap what it is, tying into my point earlier. Rap wasn't accepted. Right. So fast forward, this is second year back to back, I'm at Porch Fest, and everybody know what I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, that comes from work being put in and us putting this energy out into spaces. Me and Toya been doing events. Me and Toya did interviews. Me and Mav, I've been working with Mav for years. Like, literally, like, I started rapping with Mav when I didn't know how to write real songs. I was just writing very, very good freestyles and smoking shit. But I didn't know how to write songs. But, like, work and putting myself out there and constantly going to events, constantly meeting people. Yeah, it gets draining after a while, but how else do you grow if you're not out there with the community that's trying to grow? You got Dr. Dom, you got his wife, you got all these people that put together things for us to expand upon, but sometimes people don't support them, so they don't get the support that they need. You know what I'm saying? They don't get the consistent support they need, so next thing you know, it's going away, i.e. Jenkins, i.e. Selfie Showroom, or whatever these things are. It's like, we have to support what's in front of us instead of thinking about what can we bring here. Now, there are ideas that I have, like, I think there's festivals or whatever that we can put together, but in the same sense, Jacksonville it's been proven. Like, you could try to bring things to Jacksonville, but they support so slow that the people don't think they're gonna get their financial backing back, so they cancel the event or whatever the case it is. It's just like we gotta do better ourselves before we keep asking other people or try to do other things from outside the city and bring it here. We just gotta take care of what the fuck we have now. Everything we have, we fuck up or we don't invest in it enough to carry it on. We gotta stop treating shit like it's like hobbies and shit and treat shit like businesses. Like really treat shit like businesses, like
Right.
really market, really put money in their marketing dollars. It's conversations I had with people and they don't even realize like how important marketing dollars is. Well, how I'm gonna get my money back? That's not how marketing works. That's not how marketing works. You gotta invest the money to get more eyes, and the more eyes will bring you more, but it's not a dollar amount specifically, but you have to invest in yourself to get that. Not enough people invest in themselves. And also, last one, Jacksonville gotta be stopped being okay with mediocrity. We gotta stop being okay with mediocrity. That's it. Like, I don't wanna call out nobody. I don't wanna call out certain professions, but as a whole, we gotta stop being okay with mediocrity.
Okay. I do want to get into that, but we only have 2 minutes left. And within those 2 minutes, I do want to make sure you do really plug in Porch Fest coming up, drop, everything.
Man, just come to Porch Fest. Follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to On the Ave YouTube. And what else? Okay, all right. So go buy my Magic album. Buy music. Stop streaming it because they don't pay us no money for real.
Okay.
If you're gonna stream it after you buy it.
Period.
Buy it from the iTunes store. Buy it from Bandcamp. Buy it from any physical store. Buy vinyls. Support art physically, like actual financial money. We need real money, not streams, not pennies. Give us real money when it comes to this art because it's expensive to produce. That's for everybody. Never Too Late premieres in April. So get ready to have your red carpet outfits ready.
Let me know now. Let me know.
What else we got? Porch Fest is coming up. That's gonna be the biggest show you've ever seen me do. Like I got Poncho, the producer, with some members of Let's Ride Brass Band or Let's Ride Band. We're gonna do a whole production. I wanna like Travis Scott it out to the best of my ability. Shout out to Porch Fest for even allowing me to have a good enough budget to do what I really want to do. And then yeah, I got new music coming. A lot of new music is coming. I'm working with. Yeah, I got a lot of new music coming.
We definitely got to get you back on so we can talk about your new music that's coming out.
Yeah.
And I also want to say thank you for coming on the show. You have been an
Appreciate
amazing
it.
first guest for season 2. I'm so glad that we got to dive into you, your music, and who you are. I want to say shout out to everybody that's going to watch this on YouTube later. I want to say thank you to the family, Melanin on the mic. We back, and stay tuned because I have another amazing guest coming on the mic next. Who it is, you'll see. Until next time, love and light, everything gonna be all right. Y'all be easy.